All right, we're back. Totally unplanned stream yet again. That's the story of this channel these days. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Before I actually get started, I just want to check the boxing schedule because I've just not been following much at all. Obviously, we had the big fight last week with Javonta Davis and Garcia. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? That's a Zepeda, that's right. So that's the top ranked thing, and then the week after is Canelo. Canelo's fighting Ryder. That should be interesting. That's in Mexico. And then Buatsi's fighting. We've got some other no names. Yeah, May is kind of dead in that sense. I mean, there's really just one fight there. Oh no, there's a Haney fight. I keep forgetting that for some reason. It's gonna creep up on me, that fight, unless I get to it a bit earlier. But yeah, again, I'm doing the stream with open topics, so whoever's in the chat or whatnot can obviously express themselves that way. But first part of the title, obviously the heading, is Kamaru Usman can't have an opinion. So, I see, content or content creators, running around complaining that Kamaru Usman, shit that he said like well over a month ago, people are mad that he called. I'm not even going to mention the guy's name, that guy from South Africa, a guy that's an immigrant from there, and, all this other stuff. Guys, who cares? Like, at this point, like, everything that certain people say is under the microscope. I mean, we got YouTubers out here, dude. Like, and listen, Adesanya is not a desirable personality to me. And quite frankly, the way he fights is not favorable in a lot of aspects. But we still can't nitpick at every single little thing that these people say. I mean, they've kind of earned the right to at least be out there and kind of express what they want, I don't complain about it. There's a lot of channels with all the subs in the world, all the super chats in the world. They want to jump on this and associate it with something that's so bad, so negative. Like, mate, you're just saying, this is the funny thing. There is some truth to that. With that South African dude being an immigrant and not being fully African, because, a lot of Dutch, vice versa, moved to Africa, whatnot. But, what are people also going to say about the guy kissing another man, right, multiple times? And then when his friend gets asked about it, he just says it's a normal thing. It's not a normal thing to do, especially if you don't identify the other way. Where are people's videos on that, right? But, it's just two black dudes expressing their opinion, and they're unable to express it because of that simple fact. And then for whatever other hate. I mean, Usman lost to Leon Edwards twice, okay? The second time they fought was lucky, and the third time they robbed his ass and fought a way drained down version of him, like way, shot version of him. So I'm not really understanding what the whole gripe is with what he's saying. Like, he said that over a month ago, and they're only going back to what Usman said because Israel loves to fucking inconvenience people, is saying the same stuff, similar stuff, because he called that other guy a name. The only reason they're looking at Kamaru stuff is because of what Izzy said recently. So, of course, they got to look at Kamaru. I mean, they're comparing, like, Kamaru and Leon. Like, Leon is Jamaican, and he came over to Britain, and he loves both countries. Leon barely talks about Jamaica, ever. Leon doesn't even fucking go to Birmingham anymore. He talked about London like it was his hometown, when it wasn't. It was Birmingham. He was talking about his country because he was fighting in the country which he grew up in. And he came over when he was, 13? Just like Dillian came over, just like when Chisora came over when he was, 16. Like, guys, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a non-argument at this point. It's such a pick and choose thing. And remember, these are the same people that loved Israel. They loved him so much beforehand, but Once he started beating these guys and just started getting a little bit of success, all of a sudden they want to jump off the bandwagon, you know? Kind of when it suits them, whichever way the wind blows, as many of us say. But, it's Kamaru. You can't have an opinion at all. I mean, it doesn't matter what the guy does or what he says or, him going on Mike Tyson's podcast, which he didn't effort a word about the Leon fights at all. Like, he didn't mention that third fight at all. Like, for him, it's just okay, but that's a whole nother topic. Like, for me, that's a little messed up, you know? Like, the fact that you can't even talk about it tells me you don't want to talk about it, to be honest, because there's a difference between the two. But, I mean, if I check Sherdog, I'm sure I'll find something here. But like I said, there's just too many people out here that are just taking what he says and just like kind of putting it in a fucking mixing machine. It's just ridiculous, I mean, we got nothing from even his team, like, anatomy of a fighter. Like, I don't I don't get it. Like, where's the accountability? That's the same shit, you know. Um, like again, people are just freaking the fuck out. I mean, and they're making like 30-minute videos on this and everything else. What's up, Mullet MMA? People jumped off the Izzy hype train because of the Romero Vittori and Cannonier fights. Yeah, not well. Yeah, from that, but even when he beat Whitaker, they did. I like Usman, but the Dricker's comments were hypocritical. How so, though? How so? Because so and so says so. I need people to explain that because I'm not watching videos. I just all I gotta do is like see a thumbnail and a couple of comments, and I know that people are full of shit. You can't have it both ways. I mean, there's more outrage about this than John Jones hitting his wife more than once, than John Jones banging his head on a police car, than John Jones really winning a fight that looked fixed in his last fight. So, I mean, you know, and what are people going to do about it? They're going to come up to him and tell him to retract his words, you know? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, to me, it's just a little ridiculous. Dominic Cruz. No, not Dominic Cruz. Looking through Sherdog. He said Usman told Colby that he's the real American and Colby isn't. And you believe that? And you believe that? Everything these fighters say, you don't have to take it like as the truth always, yeah? But even if he did mean it, like, okay, Colby's out here saying all the racist shit in the world, and Usman is getting cheered on by Americans in the crowd who people claim were Colby fans, which they weren't. They were cheering Usman during that first ever press conference they had. Not the one where there was in 2017 or early 2018, the one in 2019. So for Usman to say Dricus isn't real African, despite Dricus living and training Africa, is still kind of crazy. But how do you know that he lives there? How do you know that? Because other details say that he's not even living there. He didn't even live or train there. I've heard commentary say he was training in America. You know what I mean? What racist things has Colby said? Oh, easy. He was talking about Africans. What was I can't remember the exact words, but he said something about lighting a fire for like signaling or something in a village or a hut or something. That's pretty fucking racist, bro, towards a person that comes from Nigeria. You know. Another one about the Brazilians. He said a shit ton about Brazilian people. That was pretty fucking racist. You know? And it's funny, people didn't even give a shit about that when Colby said it. They didn't give a shit when he said that. So, like, if we're talking hypocritical, I mean, a lot of these Usman haters, because, people hate Usman. Like, he's one of the most hated MMA fighters I've seen. Probably, maybe aside from... No, that is race. Okay, that's race. Okay? That's race. It's not nationality. That is race. That's quite a clear thing to establish there. you know? And like I said, should Usman have said it? Probably not. He should have dismissed the guy. I'm not saying I agree with what he said. I'm not saying that. Yeah? That's just saying Brazil is dirty is not racist. He didn't say Brazil was just, he didn't just say Brazil was dirty. He said, all you Brazilians, so, and so. Like, he said that shit multiple times, you know? He said it multiple times. That's just what it is, you know? That's just what it is. But because Usman is very disliked amongst the MMA community, anything he says just about, he will now, because people didn't even give a shit about that. Now that certain content creators are bringing it up over a month, guys, I mean, this is where I am in Australia. It's Saturday, April 29th, right? We're almost in May. This was back in like March, early March. I think it was early March. When was it? UFC 270. Shit, dude, I don't even fucking know. 278 was the second one, so it's 83. Was it the Jones one? Nope. 286. Or was it 280? 286. That was the 19th of March. So, yeah, it's over a month. Over a month. I disagree, but I see your point of view, to be honest. That's fine. Hey, this isn't an echo chamber at this channel, you know. You can disagree, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. In some instances, you know, people just kind of pick and choose with so Dominic Cruz is good with Cody Garbrandt. That's crazy. Dominic is still taller. But yeah, I mean, you know, content creators are just jumping on shit because look at the fight this week in Song Yadong. No one cares about that fight. No one cares about that fight at all. No one. No one cares about it. Not one bit. So they got to revert to stuff that was said way ages ago just for the sake of making a video and getting some AdSense. Because that's what it's about on YouTube. You know? And again, because it promotes such a negative state of, you know, communication, Usman will get more haters. You know what I mean? He'll get more haters. So that's just what it is. To be fair, Yadong versus Simon was a replacement bout. I mean, let me check this card for a minute. Hold on. I did hear someone, the original one actually, now that it's coming back to me, there was an original bout. I'm just trying to think though. Just give me a sec. So Ricky Simon, yeah, I've seen Ricky Simon fight. I mean, I know that Polish dude. I'm just looking at this undercard to see if I know the names. Shit, DeLima, I know him. I mean, Jake Coley, I know him. I know none of these other people on this card. We've never seen them. Never seen them. That's crazy. You know, the card sucks. Yeah, it does. Moicano versus Armin. That, I mean, again, I think Armin would have walked through that guy, Moicano. Moicano's been bashed up already too many times, as far as I'm concerned. So the fact that that's cancelled, you said it sucked too. At least we would have seen a finish, you know. At least that would have been a bit better, I think. You know. Buralo is alright. IG, I guess. I think IG means I guess. I'm still unfamiliar with some of these terms. I mean, again, so like the last week was actually good. I enjoyed last week. Last week was actually okay, but you know, shit, this week is gonna be bad. I mean, there's no boxing on this week as well, so that's crap. Moicano is too fun to be sacrificed to Armin. I mean, dude, Moicano's been knocked out by smaller guys before, badly. That RDA fight was bad, and I mean, shit, he was complaining in that fight, but I mean, he got beat up, dude. You know, that's just what it is. So some of these fights that get canceled, maybe that's good because some of them are mismatches. To be fair, you know, some of them are mismatches, straight up. Should rename the title of this stream actually. I wonder if I can edit it. Maybe that will fix it. Damn, what's going on here? It's giving me that damn recording thing, but yeah, I mean, tomorrow will be shit. It'll be a shit day tomorrow of combat sports, straight up. Just check a boxing scene. I mean, guys, I don't check like how other people check, dude, with this stuff. I really don't. I mean, even today, more fucking reports of Spence Crawford, more fake news. Like, do people not you know, do people understand? You know, I mean, really. The Zone Markowski, the zones. That's what I meant to say. AJ not fighting until December, not consistent with what we're planning. I mean, here's AJ out here lying, dude. I mean, holy shit. You know. Really not a lot. Teofimo Lopez has been bugging out with some of the shit he's been saying. Holy crap. Williams Zepeda. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Haney, I'm better than Lomachenko in every aspect and attribute. I don't even know how he thinks that, but whatever. Anyone giving Loma a shot? Loma's got to whoop Haney. Mayweather versus Gotti the third exhibition. That will be crap. It's in Florida again. Man. I hate boxing. Almost everyone's a duck. I mean, you probably don't follow it as much, to be honest. This is mainly a boxing channel. However, I do talk about MMA quite a bit on here, so it's all good. Hello, Ty. How you doing? I was talking to you. Long time no see. But yeah, this AJ article is quite annoying actually. Because AJ in that fucking video apparently, which I didn't watch, but apparently he said it was on. Actually, I'm gonna watch it now. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna listen to what he says, and I'm gonna read this article because I want to hear it from his mouth to see if he actually said it. And not the guy in the other video. Anthony Joshua. Let me see this shit. So it's happening in December. I mean, dude, like you can't fucking be saying that and then one of your representatives turn around and say, "We're in discussions for an AJ fight in advance of that, but nothing's made. We'll see what happens." A summer fight is definitely possible, which means it's not going to happen. Fighters say things on social media all the time. I don't think you should read too much into that. We're talking to AJ's team about what the next 6-7 months look like for AJ. We're not there yet, but I don't think it'll take too long I mean, it's pointless, right? Why talk? You know, why talk about it and then have a guy turn around and just fucking, you know, it's just ridiculous. You know. What we got? I do like Gambosis though. He's a dog. Nah, he's not. He's a fucking coward, dude. He laid an egg those two Haney fights. I'm sorry, but he did. Mullet MMA, please no, my grandmother could beat him. I don't know about that. I'll give it a 90-10 chance, but actually 70-30 chance. He was undisputed though. Got to put a bit of respect. Some people agree with that statement, some don't. The rules say he is, but it is what it is. How about so and so retire? Yeah, how about that? How about fucking AJ retires? He might as well retire as well with this shit he's saying as well. Cruz versus Gambosis will be fight of the year. For about 4 rounds, or maybe for about 7, 8 rounds, it will, and then Cruz will knock his head off. Because Gambosis is so limited in so many ways. So that's just what it is, you know? That's just what it is, you know? What's Gambosa's fight Maxie Hughes next? He's gonna lose, dude. He's gonna lose on that fight. He's gonna lose. He's lost his last 2 fights, just like Kamaru Usman has. He'll probably lose the 3rd in a row. You know? At MMA Mullet and Donga and Rosario will 1 belt. I don't even know if he knows those fighters, Tyrone, because he hates boxing. I don't blame him though. Belt off that and go check their box rec. They are shocking. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a casual as boxing casual gets. To be honest, I just back the Aussies. Why do you back the Aussies though? Why? Are you from Australia? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. MMA Mullet Gambosis won't win in his next fight either. He probably won't, or he'll either win a bullshit decision. To be honest, he'll probably just do that. He's not impressive, dude. He's had all fucking close fights, dude. You know. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, and Maxi is he's a lefty. He beat Kid, he beat fucking Ryan Walsh. I mean, who else? Highland Jr. That Victor guy, whatever his name was, he beat him in the Middle East or just near there. I mean, you know, and he's got more experience. So, and he throws more, and he's a lefty. You know, because I'm an Aussie. Okay, well that explains it then. Oh boy. Yep, that explains it. Oh well, that's cool. I don't get many Aussies on this channel. I've probably had one beforehand. So yeah, that's cool. You know, 26-5 ain't pretty. Neither is what 16-2. I mean, that's not a big gap. Shit, look at AJ. AJ's lost 3 fights. He's what 26-3. You know, who else? I'm trying to think who else. Who else got a shit record? Reckon Zoo. Yeah, Reckon is definitely Aussie. Zoo can beat Charlo. I don't know, eh? Yeah, A is very Aussie. You think Zoo will beat Charlo? I mean, dude, like once he gets hit with that hook, man, or the right hand, I mean, it's pretty much over for Tim. I mean, you know, what happens when Tim gets backed up? You know, that's gonna be you know, but I have a feeling Jamel will make a Charlo for himself. Will make it harder for himself because Jamel I don't know. Jamel is kind of like with whichever way the wind blows. Like, you know, Castano, you should have got him out of there the first fight, but you didn't. You know, you have to rematch him and then work for it. So I don't know. You know, Tim's been down before against guys that aren't even that great. He's got no defense. You know, so there's that. But I don't know. You know, but Tim can't take a good shot. And I absolutely hate Jamel Charlo. I hate him. I was about to do my wings accent there. Gachet knocked him down, so I might pick Charlo. Yeah, Gachet is a very bad word that I won't say, but yeah. Gachet is not even a hard puncher. That was just a good time shot, well timed shot, but still. Like a lot of these boxers are whack, and a lot of these MMA fighters are whack as well. I'm guessing you're a Volkanovski fan, you know. So maybe you're not, who knows, but I think if you pick Charlo for the Zoo thing, that's probably a safe bet. You know, if Charlo loses that, it's over. I mean, it's over for him. And it's definitely over for him. But yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, I was there for Volk's fight. You were in Perth. You were in Perth, or were you overseas watching him? I don't know when Volkanovski will fight again. I hope Charlo loses. He's in. I was gonna say Onion. I don't know why, but he's terrible, man. Charlo, personality wise, very bad. Bad guy, dude. I mean, he's just a bad dude. A lot of people don't. They like to talk about him because of what he did in the past. They like to talk about him in the ring now to kind of slide that other shit he said and did under the rug. But he let Jared Hurts smack him in public. Um, and he didn't do shit about it, you know? So yeah. He fights in July. Who fights in July? Volk? Zoo versus Charlie would sell out Australia's biggest stadium. Even Gambosis did. Aussies are just the best fans. Sold out Marvel. Sold out Marvel. He sold out Marvel. Let me check the capacity. We are not the best fans. We're pretty bad. We're probably behind the UK. One or two behind the UK. And I'm talking about fans that, like, when their guy loses or when they talk shit, you know? One capacity. How many did it sell out? Because Marvel, I've been to Marvel Stadium before. I've given that a visit. It doesn't even say how many it did. People paid all that money to just see Gambosis get his head punched in, huh? That's funny. No one knows who Jamel Charlo is here, though. No one knows who Jamel is. Zoo is a bigger star than Gambosis here, though. Zoo is definitely a bigger star. But they didn't sell out the second fight, I'll tell you that. Less people turned up for that. I was there, it was full as. It can be full, but not full, you know? But now I get why you called yourself Mullet MMA, because Aussie Mullet, yeah, I can see it in your thing now, yeah. Because that's the fashion over here. I get it. Now I get it. Zoo versus Charlo, well, I don't think that would sell out, but it would sell pretty well. Yeah, but Charlo, you know, again, it wouldn't surprise me if Charlo, I couldn't give a shit if he lost, but Tim is unbearable as a personality, and I don't like his style either. I'm not very patriotic towards Aussie fighters. I don't know what it is, but they just annoy me. I mean, Gambosos, all talk, lays an egg. Tim Zoo, I don't know, thinks he's some gangster or something, you know, living off his dad's name. Jaya Opataya, criminal. Lucas Brown, steroid fiend. Who else? Who's another Aussie fighter? Volkanovski, annoying as hell. Um, who else? Not many. Robert Whitaker. I don't mind Whitaker, but the way he handled those Adesanya fights was poor, in my opinion. And he gives it the good talk. He shit the bed on the Ultimate Fighter, in my opinion, as well. All my fighters are prepared, but then he was telling them off after, so that was a disaster. Hence why he's not being called back. I think Kelvin has been called back for another season, actually, and I'm talking about like to maybe like help out. I heard Kelvin talk about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd do it again," because someone brought it up with me. So yeah, laugh my ass off. You're definitely not deaf. Deaf, he says, definitely not patriotic. Is that a bad thing though? Like, there's been a couple guys that have. I just said Whitaker. I don't mind Whitaker, you know, but there's no rule that says I have to support these guys. You know, there's no rule. It's good that Jordan Mailata, who was a rugby player here in Australia, That's great that he got into the NFL. I congratulate him on that. So I'm not that bad, am I? There's an example right there. Gambosa's annoyed me with the I'm just gonna scrap with him and KO him, doesn't throw more than 5 around. He's a shit fighter, dude. Like, it's all good beating Teofimo on a real off night, but did he even win that fight against Teo? I mean, that was a split decision win. Split decision, UD, split decision, MD. Like, come on. Like, it's all too close, all of this. You know? Like you can't be getting razor thin decisions every fight and then step up a level and then, you know, lay an egg. You know? Lay an egg. That's just what it is, you know? Oh my god, Gilbert Burns. I mean, oh wow, Gilbert Burns is fighting in 9 days. What's UFC 288 though? Who's fighting for that? All right, Sterling Cejudo. God, I don't like either guy, but I hope Cejudo gets fucking knocked out, dude. So annoying, dude. He's so annoying, that guy. Seriously. Bilal Muhammad, Burns, Andrade, boring. Kron Gracie's returning. He's probably gonna lose. Bryce Mitchell's returning against some undefeated European dude. Oliveira pulled out. We saw that shit coming a mile away. Drew Dober's fighting for Vola. He's got to beat him up. We got that Kennedy. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name against Devin Clark. Devin Clark's got to win that, I think, unless he gets hit. Kalen Williams. Kalen Williams is a weird guy, man. He came in and you know, he knocked out that Ghanaian dude. I forgot his name. He lost to Randy Brown? Holy shit. Kalen Williams. He's from Detroit, I think. He lost to Fajeda. I thought he lost to him for sure. Abdullah Razak Al Hassan. That's who he lost to. That was a brutal knockout, that. Matthew Samuelsberger. Yeah. That was a decision. I mean, shit, dude. Like, some of these fighters, I used to see them so much in 2020, and then I don't know. I must have skipped to the main events instead, to be honest. Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall. I mean, I don't really rate Savannah Marshall, but she's got to beat her up, dude. You know, that's happening, you know. We're just scrolling through some stuff. Hopefully Gilbert Burns wins so we can get rid of this Bilal Muhammad guy. Just a bunch of divas, man, in both of these sports. Kickboxing is far more enjoyable to watch, dude. Way, way, way more enjoyable to watch. 100%. Because they just kind of fight, and, you know, there's a lot of action for the most part. And you see a lot of stoppages as well. And, yeah, you know, you see knockouts. Like Alex Fajeda got, fucking wiped out by Adesanya in MMA, but he beat him up once in MMA, and then he knocked the shit out of him in kickboxing, and then he beat him on decision. So, yeah, but shit, man, I still think Alex put Izzy out worse in kickboxing. He did that with one punch, whereas Izzy needed to hit him with two and then follow up with the hammer fist. So, you know, it's kind of whatever. What's this annoying thing about Haney saying he can't? What's this annoying thing about Haney? He can't beat a Lomachenko that has something in the tank. All right. I rewatched the Diaz fight. Yes, Savannah will say I beat one of them, Yeah. I don't know. They get off on that, man. So you rewatch the Diaz fight. I mean, you just see him pressuring. All you gotta do is if Haney can't like get him to like reset and everything, he'll just lose because Lomachenko just keeps on coming. You know, he just keeps on feigning and turning and coming forward. You gotta understand, Haney's not a mover. He doesn't hit and move really. He doesn't hit and run. He doesn't get on his feet light. His feet are very wide. It's jab, step back, sidestep, reset, jab, step back. Like he's more basic. Like Teofimo's a bit more fluid. He kind of rolls in, rolls out, dips in, dips out, throws, steps in, steps out. But he'll just throw more combinations. Whereas Haney's like jab, double jab, jab, overhand, pull back, jab, right hand to the body, pull back. It's like there's too many ones and too many twos. Like Teofimo threw combinations against Lomachenko, like a bit more, and he saw him throw them in his other fights. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But if it's in the clinch, I think Haney's he's just gonna be a bit too big. Unless Lomachenko maneuvers, there'll probably be an elbow or a headbutt in this fight. Haney's gonna shoot the right hand down the middle. He's gonna throw it down the middle. But if he knocks Loma out, I mean, dude, that just tells you Loma was shot. Come on, Haney doesn't hit like that, I mean, he had Gambosa's hurt and he still couldn't even get him to one knee. Like, come on, you know? Teofimo dropped Gambosa's. From, what do you call it? Shit, what was it? Right hand. It was a right hand, but he was hurt. He was hurt after that. He was still like he was hurt and did all those rounds, and he still dropped Gambosos. He still did it, man. He still did it. And Lomachenko hits harder than Diaz. He does. He's more accurate. He's more sharp. He's quicker, and he hits harder. And he hits hard to the body, Lomachenko. That's probably his best work, to be honest. And he'll slump him out cold, maybe. Imagine he slumps Haney out cold. I will laugh so hard at that. I know there's some guys I'm cool with that like Haney, but I think if Loma has a bit, I mean, shit, dude, like, he'll slump him out. He'll slump him out, dude. He stopped Jorge Linares. Haney got fucking, those last 3 rounds, he was getting fucking chased all around by Linares. He was in deep shit, doing a little dance. What else? Diaz, you put it on him. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Haney's a big lump at that weight, man. He's big. Whoa, out goes Lamey. I'm telling you, dude, Haney is not as hard to hit as you think. What is his go-to? It's a step back or it's a dip down to the right. Against the southpaw, the left uppercut is there. The left straight downwards, the left hook. The uppercut, like, on both sides, like, if Loma hurts him and he drops him and he gets up like how Eubank did, right? He's gonna get put out. He's gonna get slumped out. I keep using that term, but he will get slumped out cold, dude. He will get slumped out because he can't take a hit like that. I don't think he can. But if Haney starts hitting Lomachenko a lot, shit, Lomachenko is going to take punishment that he doesn't need to take from the long end. So you got to balance that up. If you can take Haney's jab away, he'll win the fight. But shit, like, if Haney knocks him out, I'll just be like, man, Loma's past it, man. Because Haney's like 24 years old, dude. Like, he's young, right? He's in a real physical presence. He's in a physical prime sort of thing, right? We'll see, man. We'll see, but shit. I mean, if Loma beats him, because I heard like guys say if Loma beats him once, he'll beat him twice. Because they do want Loma to win. I would give Shakur a better chance against Lomachenko than I would for Haney. Seriously, I would. Because he's a lefty and he's better at pressure and he's got better defense in my opinion for certain shots anyway. So I don't know. Let me see. Devin Haney. Because Gambosa's didn't hit him with shit, really. Let me see this. Like, a lot of these fights Haney took early in his career didn't really do anything for him. I wonder how big the ring will be. I'm wondering. Just watching some gifs. But yeah, I mean, fuck. If Haney gets hurt, he's gone because he's not going to be able to. He's bad recovery, man. He's bad recovery, really bad recovery. But if Loma just sits on the outside and just lets Haney do what he wants, and he doesn't defend properly, he'll probably get. Maybe he'll not want to continue. Two rights over the top. Yeah, two rights over the top. What do you say? Two rights over the top. I don't even know. I wish I could play some clips, but they're just going to copyright me. If you guys got anything else you want to mention or say, just put it out there if you want. Shit, dude. Bare knuckled FC. I mean, I'm not fucking doing that. Josh Taylor says I want to retire Lopez. You gotta lose to Lopez, man. You gotta get knocked out probably. He's not gonna be able to take that right hand. I highly doubt it. He could be winning, but I mean, dude, you got pulled down by Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall is not a power puncher, and you hurt Josh. That wasn't a flash knockdown. You hurt Josh. And Josh is bad at cutting distance, dude. He's not really good at doing that. Two rights over the top. Oh, yes, it was two. I was thinking of Israel because he landed two rights over the top as well and slumped Alex out cold, unfortunately. And then played dead in front of his son. Terrible guy. Nah, never mind. But yeah, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. But that Anthony Joshua shit is so fucking stupid, dude. Like he said before, that was really dumb for him to say, in my opinion. That was dumb. Because then he said that shit on his Instagram, said, my next fight is in December. Now a guy's come out and said, it's not true. In the nicest way possible. Because now that's going to bite him back on the ass because people are going to have a go at him for that, probably. It's just what it is. Jared Anderson versus Zan Kosabutsky. Yep. He made the right decision picking that fight. Oh my god, I hope Jared gets slumped out cold by him as well. Jared Anderson has got to be up there, top 5 worst humans inside boxing. Terrible guy. Does not support his people whatsoever. Dresses up as a pimp. That for me was wow. You really come into the ring wearing that shit? That's fucking unbelievable. I can't believe that shit. Can't believe that shit at all. Can't believe that shit, dude. But yeah, that guy's number 8 in the fucking WBC. And Like he's got to beat him, and then he's got to be probably in number 6 or 7 because some guys got to lose or go out of the rankings, so he'll get bumped up for doing nothing. So one fight, and he'll pretty much be near the top 5 of the sanctioning body ranking, and he's gonna get a fucking eliminator or a title shot. That is lame. That is lame as hell. I hate the guy. Hate him, dude. Hate him. Hate him so much, dude. Don't like Jared Anderson, man. Don't like him at all. Fuck, I wish Jarrell Miller just didn't test positive. Seriously. Oh, my goodness. Why, Jarrell? Why? Give me the damn reason. Oh, my lord, dude. 4 days ago. Comments on this post have been limited. These fuckers can't handle a thing, can they? Look, we got fans saying you got Bean Kosobutsky in round 5. This is crazy, dude. Who's the next opponent? That Arias win was impressive. You were effing dog, brother. Product of my environment, said Jared Anderson. This guy doesn't even let people comment. No post. He's got almost 160,000 followers already. That's crazy. Oh wow, he's got a thing with Everlast. Well, that's ridiculous. He hangs out with Shakur Stevenson, who already beat him up in sparring. What's this? Jared Anderson fucking loves Shakur. He's different. He wants all the smoke. Oh my lord, dude. What is this thing? Jared Anderson hoodie. Oh wow, Jared Anderson is merchandise. The Oon environment, those are bought. Funny limits posts, he can dish it, but he can't take it. I know he can't. Jared Anderson black FTWR hoodie, $58. A black t-shirt, $30. Big baby black t-shirt, which is a different thing, is $25. Lime green, blue, light blue, and blue tees, $28.99. USD, by the way. So how much is that in my thing? 28 USD to AUD. $43 for that shit. Get out of here, dude. Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson is obsessed, dude. This comment here, I like this comment. The funny limits post big condition, but he can't take it. Jared Anderson should go back to his Section 8 house in Ohio. What's that? Is that like a community housing thing? What's the Section 8 house, Ohio? You know who else is from Ohio? Devin Haney. It's public housing? It's got to be. I knew it was public housing. What is Section 8 housing in Ohio? Housing unit, rental help. I'm guessing it's that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hashtag benefits. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that, but he's fucking acting like he's some bad boy now, mate. He's got to win this next fight against Zahn. Am I right in saying that he's going to knock this guy out? I don't knock him for being in public housing, but don't act like you're some fucking pimp bad boy, because you're not. Adonis Stevenson was a pimp, and he actually went to prison. He got out somehow, but the rest of his life he changed his ways. So that's how you go about it. You know, Jared Anderson hasn't even been in that sort of environment. So for him to just make out like he's some bad man, gangster, wannabe, whatever, I just hate him. He talks a bunch of shit. But we know there's one heavyweight. There's a couple of heavyweights. He loves Fury. He loves Fury with all his heart. 100% loves Fury. And he doesn't like the other American heavyweight for whatever reason. Probably because he's that word that you called him before about the environment. So, Just a piece of shit guy, really. Don't like him at all. I think he sucks as a fighter. But he's still gonna knock this guy out because the other guy is not even that good. Um, it is what it is. I want Zahn to win, but to be honest, all this body shot KOs look like blatant dives. Zahn's, I've seen like 3 of his fights, dude, and I've seen him train, and that's it. I know of him. I've known of him far before this fight getting made. I've known of him far before that. He's either Kazakhstani. He's got. I got to get this right. Yeah, Kazakh. Yes, he's Kazakhstani. Yep. How tall is he? Like 6'3"? Let me see. He's 6'3". Yep. He still lives in Kazakhstan. Wow. Yeah, they gotta fucking pipe him up. You retired, you're on Dulpa. You couldn't even knock him out. What's the matter with you? Everyone's knocking out Dulpa these days. And he went to points with the guy that's 3-1, but it was wide. He's fought in Russia. He's fought in, what flag is that? Minsk? Where the fuck is Minsk at? Is that Belarus? Yes, it is Belarus. Ukraine, he's fought in Russia, yes. He's fought in Germany. Yeah, that's how I know. I've seen his fights there. He knocked out Joey Deweyko. He's fought in Dubai, and he's fighting in Germany again. So he's fighting Jared in Germany. I hope they rob Jared's ass. Hope they do it, man. Yeah, Kazakh. I remember when Boxer had a picture of him that made him look like Zhang. He does look like Zhang a bit now, actually. He does. As for Zhang, I hate his handler, Lane. Hope he gets hit by him. But anyway, he fights in Germany. Yeah, because that's their thing now. I don't mean, if you're from Europe, you go to Germany. The Klitschko's didn't. They're just following that formula. You fight there, you're safe there for the most part. If you get knocked down, you will get a 3-minute count. Not a 3-second count or a 30-second count. You get 3-minute count. This is how it is, you know? But yeah, I mean, I enjoy talking bad about Jared Anderson because he's just a fucking horrible human in my eyes. Can't stand the dude whatsoever. I wish his ear was messed up, but that's another thing. But Zahn's gonna have to fucking just throw a right hand down the middle. But he's probably not gonna do that, and he's much smaller, so yeah. Who the fuck wants Jared Anderson to be a heavyweight legacy lineage holder? Don't pass that torch to Matt, motherfucker. You know, well, first of all, there's no one to pass it to. The one guy that we did want pissed it off. Yeah, I know he's a lefty, yeah. No, I didn't know he was a lefty. I didn't know he was a lefty. Sound like a real casual now. Let me look at his fight. Hold on. I fucking swear he was a righty, dude. He's a lefty. Let me see this one here. Some of these guys he's fought, dude. I swear I saw him go like on a switch a couple times. Maybe that's why I thought it. I checked his box rec before, but yeah, I mean he fights so square though. Look at him. I haven't looked at him recently, but probably 2 years ago I found out about this guy. Like, look at that. He like in that clip there, he is a fucking righty. He's got such bad footwork, this guy, man. He's gonna get knocked out. Oh man. I hate it, dude. I hate it so much. I hate it. What about Joe Joyce? What's Joe Joyce up to? Let me check. We know that Sam Jones is. I'm gonna check Sam Jones's Twitter as well. What a fucking dork. You dork, man. You absolute dork. It was a pleasure to present an award at last night's Sport Industry Awards. And they fixed that eye up a bit. Reflect, learn from it, bounce back. I appreciate all the support. Oh my lord. God, it's so annoying that I lost, but credit to Zhang Zhang for giving me a good fight and getting the victory. I'll be back. He's taking it well, but his handlers aren't taking it very well. His handlers aren't taking it well. Let me check. Sam Jones. Talked all that shit, and your guy lost. He's moved up with Jack Catterall, huh? Yeah, Jack Catterall ain't shit either, dude. Fuck that. And he's said some shit I don't like either. He's got a mouth on him as well. He didn't have a lot to say though when he was fighting Harrow Davis and all those guys though, did he? On cue, yep, I just saw it, Ty. Tyson versus Usyk, Joshua versus fucking whatever, man. Yep, as sure as the sun rises, yep. The sun is setting here though. Adari, it's good to see you here. My whole thing is like none of those fights are happening at all. Maybe the first one you mentioned is happening, but the others aren't. And those other two at the front aren't ever going to fight those other guys again, at least. Where is Sam Jones? Sam Jones. Everything that Jack Catterall, huh? Jack Catterall, Jack Catterall, Jack Catterall. Yeah, he's now posting all this up. Positivity is key. Jack Catterall. I mean, you totally abandon your guy, man. You know? How about some guys just retire? How about we just do that? You know, so we don't get like, blocked ears and fucked up ears and brain damage. You know, why don't we just do that? You know, we can just do that, I guess. Oh my lord. What about Chisora? Chisora posted anything? I barely keep tabs on this guy anymore. Doesn't this guy get tired of working out, man? He's driving a smart car. Oh, that building. I've been to that building he's at. I feel like Chisora is one of those guys. He just kind of lurks around places he doesn't even know about. And he just kind of lingers there. It's like, what are you doing there? Like, do you even know what this place is, sort of thing? You know? Dylan White can't even hit 500,000 followers. But these guys are so famous over there, aren't they? They give all that talk. Let's see this as well. Got Blades, man. They got Blades. Pavlovich fucking replay. Pavlovich versus Blades. Damn, he did the Bambi leg there, dude. Wow, Curse Blaze still try to fucking grab a single leg there. Coward shit. Still try to grab a leg. What a coward, dude. Ridiculous, man. Seriously. Oh my lord. Derek Chisora and those guys need to move out the way forever and retire. Yes, they do. Wow, look at you got a real selection of emojis, don't you? Well, there you go. Those guys are annoying as hell as well, and they talk a lot. Is there anyone that's even likable in boxing? I mean, seriously. At this point, everyone's just pissing me off with this damn boxing. All the fighters. All the fighters. It's just what it is. But yeah, if you guys got any other topics you want to bring up, I did say open topics, but it usually just falls into MMA and then boxing, really. But it's all good, you know. Before I was questioned on you know, the Usman stuff, but that's good, you know. Brings about good conversation, I guess. Different opinions. Don't always need an echo chamber. We don't always want that, really. So, that's what it is. You know, it's just funny, man. Like boxing used to be so much more placid, man. Like you could kind of actually enjoy it a bit. Now it's just like crap, really. You know, it's just crazy shit, dude. I don't get it. This channel is like not a favoritism type channel, like Showbiz the Adult, like if you're definitely one of those guys that behave that way and you're a casual, that's a casual channel that brings in numbers. But here is probably the most raw. This is the bottom of the food chain, but this is the most raw channel you'll probably come across. I'm still seeking help for my obsession with certain individuals. You ain't seeking no help, dude. You're staying obsessed with that shit for sure. Zhang versus Hergovich, Joyce versus Dubois, Wilder. All are very good fighters. Well, let's go through that. Zhang, I don't think is that good. He seems like an okay guy, but I think he's going to turn into a prick very soon. Hergovich is a smartass who got beat up by one of those guys in sparring. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's what the tape showed and didn't show. Joyce, we all knew was crap. Dubois was going to be something, but isn't. Unless he can be Usyk and prove me wrong, but he won't. Joshua's a nice guy, but that shit he said this week annoyed me. The guy just after Joshua is a piece of shit human who shouldn't have any success in his life, and I don't like him at all, and he's dirty, and he's a coward. Usyk is a very good fighter. I actually missed the other one there. Well, he needs to retire. And more heavyweights. Heavyweights suck, dude. You probably mentioned the best heavyweights there already. I'm glad you didn't put Dillian White in that mix. But salute to you, Adari, for using the flags. I mean, you got all those right, huh? You got all of them right. You know your countries at least. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Dude, I'm so tired. This week's been so busy, dude, as well. I've been busy with all types of shit, man. all time. It's getting cold here. It's a cold day here, actually, as well. I can only imagine what it's like in London for some of those fighters, actually. But they're used to it. That's why a lot of them come to Australia, man. Or if you're an actual fighter from there. I mean, Lawrence Okoli was in what do you call it? What's his name? Lawrence Okoli went to Miami to train there. Kurt, what? Kurt Francis Ngannou would be perfect to play Ike Abiyabushi in a movie. Kurt, who's Kurt? I don't know who Kurt is. Kurt, I don't know who Kurt is, dude. I know Francis Ngannou though. Would be perfect to play Ike Abiyabushi. Yeah, but Francis can't act, and he still doesn't speak great English either. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but come on. It's just what it is. Needs software update. Yeah, shit, dude. I don't think you're far off there, TS. I don't think you're far off there. I did do an update for R6 yesterday, but I didn't play with headphones on. I just played with the TV volume. We won. We won on bank, and I got 21 RP for that fucking win. I went 1-1. I had a good team with me though. I had a good team, all Aussie guys, I think, as well, because it was on my server. But fuck. I mean, 21 RP. Shit, give me like 28 or something. Give me 30. I have to win 4 games just to hit another rank. I mean, dude, come on. 20, 40, 60, 80. I gotta win more than fucking 4 games. I'm still on bronze 2. Is it possible to sneak this AI? I think AI is getting more intelligent throughout the years. So that will soon be what do you call it? Impossible thing to do. I have Jedi Survivor downloaded and still haven't played it yet. It's probably another disaster. Probably so. Probably so. Probably so. Probably so, man. It's just, what good games are there out, really? There aren't any fucking good games. There just aren't. I ain't tripping with that. All these games have become, even God of War wasn't that good. If heavyweight undisputed doesn't happen next, people should boycott. Real talk. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Have I boycotted? I haven't boycotted. I just don't follow, do I? But what does it mean, right? I mean, undisputed. Okay, like I couldn't care less nowadays about that. Other people do, though. It is what it is. She was meant to ask if anyone knows this Deion Sanders guy, because I know he went to a club and he changed the club, and now he's moved, and now he's moving again or something. That guy must be rich as hell. I mean, what is he getting? Like $6 million a year, $4 million a year for coaching? Shit, man, a lot of fucking money just to be an NFL coach. That's something else. Real talk. Although the Lakers won today, that was good. I enjoyed that at least. Because as you know, these combat sports suck, and they're not very good. And that Lamar Jackson, he signed a new deal. I saw that. That was pretty cool. And then apparently his mom, what do you call it? His mom got $7.8 million from him because he fired his agent or whatever, and then she negotiated it. How the fuck did she negotiate it? Maybe those YouTubers were right. Maybe they do know how to conduct business meetings. I don't know. These guys, I mean, that Jackson guy is what, 26, dude. He's only he's just beyond his mid-20s. He's not much older than a lot of people, that I know. They claim hard life. They don't have a hard life. I mean, they've been making millions since their early 20s. Not even NFL is, there you go, he's a university coach. There you go. That's just at university. If he was in the NFL, he'd be getting way more probably, I think. I'm putting myself to sleep with how boring my own talking is, but yeah. I mean, if he's a university coach, good for him. I just don't like the ploy where these guys say that to struggle, but it's ridiculous. Lol, I can conduct a business meeting. So you mean to tell me that person made $7.8 million because they just helped their son fucking negotiate a contract, and he's making 155 million guaranteed or 180 million guaranteed, and it's 225 altogether with 180 guaranteed or whatever the hell it is. I don't even fucking know. Yeah, way more in the NFL. Yeah, 8-figure contracts for coaches there. 8 figures in the NFL. So they're pretty much earning upwards of 10 million, like more than that or more. With 10 million being the entry level, and these are like 33, 34, 35-year-old guys. These guys probably piss farted around in their 20s and just coached on the side, and then, or maybe some of them are former players. I don't know too much. Like, I'm a casual. I live in fucking Australia, yeah. So it doesn't matter, does it? 8 figures, that's just what the women want, though, don't they? That are with these players. I was watching Last Chance U, and there was this football player who didn't get along with his dad, and he wanted to meet his grandmother outside the house that she's at, but the dad was also out there. And, the dad, like, beat this kid up when he was a bit younger, and he's, like, in a community college, and the father was like, where you go to graduate? You can go tuition-free in California because of my Navy benefits, my veteran benefits. And the guy was like, yeah, I know, but I don't want to. Because he doesn't like his dad. He doesn't need his dad's help. And so the dad, like, stared at him, and he's like, all right, man. Life's about choices, brother. And I just thought, man, some of those people over there, they're just salty as hell, man, if they can't flex their ego in some way in regards to helping their kids, but, beforehand hit them and abuse them or whatever, or controlling and shit. So I don't know what the go is there with that. But, shit, man. I don't know. I have no idea, man. No idea at all. No idea. It happens. Hold on a minute. I gotta yawn. Excuse me. It happens exactly like they top off someone on the coaching staff, become some sort of assistant, that defensive offensive coordinator, then they play politics and oust head coach so they can replace. Yeah, I mean, it's right place, right time. That's a lot of it, dude, and that's on every level of things in life, This WBC Bridgeweight Division bullshit needs to stop. Wow, AI has advanced language. Now AI is swearing and using all these extraordinary, unique emojis. I love it. Very creative. Very interesting technological advancement as we speak. But yeah, shit, mate, Tyrone, I'd do the same thing though. Like honestly, you know. And then that person I replaced, maybe I pay them and say, look, I know I outed you, but you know what? Here's $100,000, or here's $80,000, just so we're on good terms. Shit, I don't know, like it's a dog eat dog because there's so many people there. There's a lot of opportunities because there's a lot of people, you know. That's just what it is. It's a dog eat dog world, man, or an AI eat AI world, especially when it comes to online. No, what happens is the outer head coach goes somewhere else and oh yeah, he does the same thing. I mean, Deion Sanders did something along those lines, similar. Everyone loves him though, you know. He's an alpha. They're all alphas, aren't they? You know, because I'm next up. I'm next up. You next up. Next up to get knocked out. That's what. Next up to get KO'd. To get KO'd, son. I'm gonna get off in 10 minutes. So if there's any closing remarks you guys have or whatever, feel free to express them. You know. Damn, how did I go from doing 3.7 million views to getting 3 people in my chat? What went wrong, huh? What went wrong? Honestly, dude, like I just got lazy. We got lazy a bit, but shit, like YouTube not wanting to monetize me kind of put me off. I was like, well, what's the point now? Um, and there's no content for me to put out. Honestly, I don't have anything to really offer. You know. Plus, my apps on this computer don't even have enough space, so I can't be bothered with that. So it's whatever. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I'm so tired, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching some more NFL when the season comes around again. You know, I'm gonna have to watch some more NFL. Damn, I'm starting to sound like someone. Yeah, come on, dude. Nah, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not standing. I'm not. No tears for me. You know, Joe Joyce needs to use the cross arm guard. He can in spots, but it's not going to work much because he's too big and he doesn't have the stance for it. It can work in spots. You are right in saying that. No, Ty, I'm not sounding like that, Tyrone. Though I'm just saying like how it is real. I'm not complaining about it though. It's cool. I've been on YouTube for a long time, so it doesn't matter. It's all good. You know, like my only gripe is guys like Deji claiming, like whinging about certain shit. But this guy didn't even complete school, and has got 10 million plus in the bank, and does fuck all every day, just about. So shit, he doesn't even train. So I don't get it. You know, I don't get it one bit, dude. Not one bit. Not one iota. You know, I don't get it. Oh god, I hope Swarms knocks him out, dude. I hope he slumps him out cold, dude. Actually, I do have a question for you guys in the chat. What's the funniest knockout you've seen in boxing or MMA? I'll tell you the funniest knockout I've seen. Hold on. I'll put it up. one of the funniest knockouts I've seen. I'm gonna play this. Where's it at? Damn, why didn't they put more gifts up for this shit though? Ah, forget it. I can't even bother posting this up. But yeah, I'm gonna just get off, honestly. Lara versus Canelo's brother. Yeah, actually, I remember that. And I remember the commentary for that one. That was funny. Like, Lennox was like, no, he's not out. And Joe was like, he is out. That was funny. And then Lara's celebration, he did the pump fake, the pump thing with the jump. That was funny. And Joe was like, this fight's gonna be over. Pretty bad fight. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, man, you guys take care. I appreciate the activity in the chat, the contribution, and I'll see you around. Peace, guys.